Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carmen Hoover, and today we are going to be going through my daughter's clothes. So I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but you will fold your kids' clothes, put them away, and then like 2 weeks later, they are just not folded anymore, and it's a complete disaster. So basically, I will be doing that, and then I'll also be putting a couple things to the side. Anything that I think is going to be too small for her or is just too stained. Basically, that's going to go to the donation side. So I know I haven't been on much the past week. We were actually on vacation. Well, it was a staycation. My husband was off the week for our anniversary, and we've basically just been little couch potatoes all week. We've been playing the new Mario Wonder, and it is so much fun, guys. And I did end up making that cake for our anniversary, but y'all, it was so ridiculous trying to do a Swiss meringue buttercream with a hand mixer. Like, I would not, don't do it, guys. Just don't. So, I had already gotten it basically started before I realized like it was a bad idea. And let me tell you, I was like 45 minutes into mixing the egg whites trying to get stiff peaks. Oh my goodness. But it was too late. I was already committed. Like, it had to happen. I was just like, well, we're gonna see this through. It actually did come out really good, but I definitely think it needed just a tad more sugar. It was not very sweet. But besides that, the piping was really great. It was really glossy. So if I ever do end up getting a stand mixer, I will definitely try it again. I'll probably add obviously a little bit more sugar, but from what I can tell, if you use a stand mixer, it's a piece of cake. But obviously without it, it is just almost impossible unless you are like me and just will refuse to give up until it's done. So I'll probably post a little picture at the end of my video of the cake. It really was really cute. But basically, that's our week. We did end up getting new watches for our anniversary. My husband got them for us, and so I will be trying to count my calories again. Was doing it on my old watch, but it ended up just dying. And since it's about a little almost over a year postpartum from my daughter Mirabelle, so I'm trying to kind of get my weight back under control. It's slowly been kind of coming off. I started the year at 190. I'm now at like 175. So we're having a little bit of, it's getting down there. We're getting there. But I definitely want to keep going until I'm a little more comfortable. Which can be kind of hard, especially, if you have any chronic illnesses like I do. It's like, it's harder. But we're getting there. We're not gonna make excuses. We're gonna make it work. So that's what I've been gonna doing. I've also gonna try to keep getting on the elliptical. Mine squeaks really bad. I don't know if there's anybody out there that normally lets their spouse do all of the putting together, but I should not be allowed to be putting anything together. Like anything that involves, you know, like a screwdriver or screws or just anything like that. Just say, Carmen, no, go over there, because I had it in my head that I was going to put it together. My husband was going to be so excited that I put it together all by myself. Y'all, I almost broke this thing, and I felt so bad. And now, even it works, it's fine, but it squeaks, and it is just so very loud, and it definitely drives my husband insane, and I feel so bad, but I was just trying to be nice and be like, oh, look, I put it together so you didn't have to, since you always do all of our projects. No, nay. I almost broke it. But I will definitely be trying to stay on top of that. Lately, now that Mirabelle is a little bit more independent, I feel like I have a little bit more time to do things like that. So we're going to give it a try. If not, walking around the park, just something to do, a little bit more activities and just be a little more active in general. I do also want to continue to lift weights. I really enjoy lifting weights. And then part of the reason too is that I want to be able to carry my sons just in case they end up having like a fit or something. My son Victor is already very heavy and very tall. And if you don't know this about me, both my sons are on the spectrum, and they're both considered nonverbal. So sometimes when we're out and about and they get really overwhelmed, it can be really hard to like lift them or get them out of a situation if I feel like they need to be out of the situation. So that's why I also want to do some lifting so that I can carry them just in cases. So that's the plan. That's the plan with that. And speaking of my sons, recently I had a issue at school where one of the moms had came up to me in the morning, which is just, bizarre. So I was just like, okay, because normally we're all just dropping our kids off and like running back into the car because right now, lately in Florida, it's been freezing. So one of the mom mentions to me that, oh, one of the kids she had her IEP meeting with her kid, and that, none of the kids are having speech individual in Victor's classroom. And I was like, what? Excuse me? So it really scared me. And so I know for a fact that my son's, well, definitely Victor, he receives speech therapy. He always has at school. Well, that made me really nervous. And so I had mentioned it to the teacher. And he is one of the students that receives individual speech therapy. And I was like, okay, I just wanted to be sure. Y'all, this teacher was so annoyed with me. I could tell. Like, I know that a lot of the time it's anxiety based where I'm like, oh, this person's gonna be mad at me for asking them questions. But like, when you just know when somebody's upset with you. And I could tell, like, she just wouldn't even make eye contact with me when I tried to say bye or anything. And I was just like, okay. But it's just like, if you don't ask, you don't know. And I didn't want to be like, oh no, like, what if he isn't receiving it and I don't say anything. And it was just like one of those moments where I was just like, well, I have to say something because what if he's not? And I was already looking into possibly doing like extra speech therapy for Victor just because I feel like it would maybe help him a little bit more because I know he only receives it twice a week at school. But yeah, so that happened, and I've just been like a ball of nerves ever since because I'm scared that she's still mad at me. Is that weird? Maybe. I don't know. My friend Lana told me basically, oh well, she can be upset, but I don't know. I just want to have a good relationship with my son's teachers. And I swear I didn't say it like in any type of way, but I still felt like, oh gosh, she's going to be angry with me and I don't know how to you know, properly say this in a way that it's not going to come off as, rude or nasty or like, somebody isn't doing what they're meant to be doing. But it's just like, it's a really bad allegation and clearly that mother was upset, but who knows, maybe she was just misinformed and that's essentially what happened. And then I was just like, well, of course. Of course, when I say something, it's true. Everything's fine. Crisis averted. We're good. So I don't know if anybody else is like just ready for Christmas, but I definitely am. Last year was kind of a sad Christmas for me. So this year I plan on just like trying my best to make it as happy as possible and just kind of go with the flow. I think this weekend we're probably going to put up our Christmas tree, so I'm really excited. And then we actually have some little inflatables for the front yard, so I might be doing a video about that. I might also maybe try and do some like food reviews for the holidays since they always have really fun like holiday treats or holiday drinks. So we'll see. But anyways, for this video, we're basically done. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!